Okay, so this week we worked on APIs used in the front-end structure framework that is React. It was a very difficult week for me, a big jump from what we had to do last week's. I managed to use the Get API here and try to, if I logged in at the customer one, because I didn't have time to do the authentication, I would get the information here. I didn't work a lot on CSS this week as I really tried to concentrate on the framework and JavaScript. It took me a long time. I could barely write anything on the page first, and then I realized that in React, when you do one mistake, it's break the whole website, as it is at the end of the day just one div with a root. So it's like a tree. You have to do the whole thing on it, and to have even like those two pages, the form and the home, and have authentication, you need a router, and the router has to be something else. So until like Wednesday, I couldn't really work on the whole thing. And then when I tried to get to the home page to do the Get API, I had a huge problem to get to the array of intervention in the object and to list and map the whole thing, which took me like many days and many questions on the question channel. A lot of people couldn't help me. I managed to do it, but then of course without really good CSS, it ended up being as ugly as you see here, but at least I got the information. Then for the extension of the weekend, unfortunately, the form hasn't worked where I can eventually write numbers, write a report or whatever, but it just doesn't do anything. It will reset and it won't appear here at all. It doesn't work. So unfortunately for this week, it has been a very tough one. I managed just to do the homepage, no form, or at least I tried, but it doesn't work, so it doesn't count, and no authentication page, unfortunately. I think it's a big chunk for a week. It might be a bit too much, I feel, especially because the help is not that easy to get for that week. But I think it's fun, and I definitely see the potential, and because I want to most probably go deeper into the front end, it's something I'll definitely work on more after the bootcamp. So that's it for the week.